The Battle Royale genre has grown quite a bit ever since the original release of Battlegrounds on mobile. Like it or hate it, it had a huge impact on mobile gaming. And now in 2021, Krafton has decided to seemingly reboot the mobile version of PUBG and make a somewhat futuristic version of the game. It's a bit rough around the edges, but I'd say it has potential. There isn't much to say here. It's the same game reskinned with a more cyberpunk-like aesthetic, with some new features to bring back veteran PUBG mobile players, as well as attract new fans of the Battle Royale genre. The current version of the game features 3 maps, 2 of which are Battle Royale, and the other being Team Deathmatch. The new version of Erangel, this time set in 2051, has gone through some changes, though it still maintains the same vibe it had which had made it so fun to play. There's a decent upgrade in graphics, as well as some physical changes in the buildings, which decayed over time. The most prominent one of these changes being the more holes inside buildings. And we all know, if there's a hole, there's a way. This means more traversal options for players, which goes hand in hand with the improved parkour system, which now lets you hold down the jump button to automatically vault over objects, as well as ledge grab by double tapping it. Another cool new feature would be the addition of a shoulder view button that can help for a more clearer view when aiming. This, when paired with now a slidable peek option, can make for more cover fire type of scenarios. In addition to that, we now have the ability to roll in combat by double tapping the crouch button. This can be done in various directions and positions, and is probably going to be key when playing in fast-paced game modes such as Team Deathmatch. Speaking of which, a small new addition to Team Deathmatch is the Stim Shot, which restores all damage taken in a matter of few seconds. The weapons in New State play and sound almost exactly like they did in PUBG Mobile. There have been some new weapons added in the melee section, most notably the shovel, the wrench, and the hatchet. There are some additions to the UI as well, one of which includes a more efficient way of discarding ammo and extra gear. There's also a feature that lets you store items in your inventory inside the trunk of a vehicle, letting you save some extra space in your backpack. There's also a customization kit that can be used to upgrade your weapon with additional attachments. Lastly, it's possible to purchase ammo and gear via the drone credits found in the map and get them delivered to you by a hovering drone. The other Battle Royale map, Troy, is about the same size as Erangel, and is also set in 2051. It has some rather interesting lore behind it. This being a free-to-play game, will obviously have microtransactions. Although they aren't necessary, there is a lack of cosmetics that you can obtain via the currency you get per battle. The battle point shop is currently very limited, and the crate system is, well, loot box mechanics at its finest. There is also a survivor pass, which is pretty mediocre and doesn't really reward much. The game is very lackluster in terms of content at the moment, and also has optimization issues across multiple devices, and isn't too much of an upgrade from PUBG Mobile. However, the new features do make it more enjoyable, and the graphics are impressive if you're playing on a high-end device. I give the current version of the game a 6 out of 10. This concludes the review. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this.